The story of Gary Hart is also the story of a seismic shift in campaign coverage, the moment when politicians' private lives stopped being off limits to the press. The new film, The Front Runner, tells the story of Hart's doomed 1988 presidential campaign, a moment that many of you remember well. And it also explores a major political problem of our time. Who do we listen to, and what stories matter?
My name is Gary Hart, and I'm running for president.
I'm really proud of the movie because I think the movie doesn't give answers. It certainly doesn't give simple answers. It doesn't pose simple questions. And really the goal of it is to start a conversation. There's no heroes, there's no villains. I've never really been in a movie like this before.
Gary Hart is the man to beat in '88.
This movie is about the rise and fall of a U.S. senator named Gary Hart, who in 1988 was considered the front runner for the Democratic presidential nomination, until a story about his suspected marital infidelity sidelined his campaign. The film explores the moment when tabloid journalism and political journalism merged for the first time.
Just because some other paper used gossip as front page news, I mean, that doesn't mean we have to.
It does. It does now.
Say something.
It's nobody's business. None of it is.
Directing Jackman in this enigmatic role is Canadian filmmaker Jason Reitman, who I sat down with to talk about the film and his leading man. Let's talk about Hugh for a minute. Sometimes it's frustrating to watch him play Gary because I want him to stick up for himself.
That's what makes it such a tricky role to play. Gary Hart is a role where you are trying to find your way in. He's not easy. He's exceptionally bright. His ideas were incredible. He saw everything coming around the corner, but he is not the easily accessible leader that we have leaned towards. This is a movie with 12 different points of view in which you are looking at a scandal, trying to understand what is important, what is relevant. It's never been more relevant as it is right now, this question of what type of flaws do we want in our leaders when, you know, the President of the United States is about as flawed a human being as we ever had lead anything.
This campaign is about the future, not rumors, not sleaze, and I care about the sanctity of this process, whether you do or do not.
The Front Runner hits theaters next Wednesday.